These Desert Raiders never looked so good.
Spiky Bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com, and we are talking about some really cool miniatures today. We've got more Victoria miniatures in the house. She sent over her brand new release, the Desert Scorpion Raiders set. I guess it's been out for a little while now, but they keep selling so well. She was just able to get us some, so that's great. They look really fresh, and of course they're throwing off those Tallarn vibes for sure. And it's been a long time since Tallarn models or anything even inspired by them have really been affordable for hobbyists in the wargaming tabletop kind of world. So let's jump over to her site, take a look. There's so much to see over there at Victoria Miniatures. Let's just jump over there. Here we are. We just typed in victoriaminiatures.com. Very easy to find. Currently, there's 4 promo spots on her little wraparound thing here. Now, here's the Desert Scorpion long range group. So, masters of kind of guerrilla warfare. Yeah, sometimes they're mounted and stuff. And Tallarns, if you're using these as counts as, have some great rules for Imperial Guard, at least in 8th edition. I'm sure they will in 9th edition too. These miniatures are brand new, like I said. But we've shown you some of the stuff in the past here. I've already clicked on it just in case it doesn't load, but here we are. Now, she has 2 variants. She has a 5-man and a 10-man group. Apparently Annie wants to get picked up. So she has a 5-man and a 10-man group available. And what's cool about these, and I'm not sure you can exactly see everything in here, but they give you the breakdown of all the torsos. 6 of head A, 6 with head B. So it's a torso. The legs are separate, the arms are separate. But unlike some of her other miniatures, these arms actually come connected to the guns. So if you want to do like this one right here that has the plasma, or some of the other, let's see if we can click on it, some of the other special weapons here, like a flamer, a melta, a sniper rifle. I can't tell what this is. Grenade launcher, it looks like. It's almost the size of an ant on my computer here looking at it, and I don't have the best of eyes right now, unfortunately. So here's the breakdown. You can see all the backpacks, all the heads. Now, if you get one of the 5-man squads, you either get 5 of A or 5 of B. But if you go ahead and jump in and get the 10-man squad, here's the arms that are all together completely, and then you've got some of the arms here if you want to do the special weapon squads, which is really neat. It's $49.99 for the squad, which, when you compare it apples to plastic GW miniatures, it's really hard to make the argument for or against right there. It's obviously more. It's going to ship, well, now they're shipping here in the States, from the States, so that's a little bit more convenient, but it just kind of depends. Like, it's more for comparing to Forge World units. So if you're comparing to like the Death Corps units, or something like a boutique style unit, this resin price is pretty good. But wait, there's more. I love saying that. It's so cliche, but I love saying it. So let's jump back out to Victoria Miniatures and see her little billboard right here. So for every $100 you spend, you get free shipping. For every increment of $50 you spend, you get a free miniature of the month. So if you buy 2 of these squads, I guess that's $49.99 twice. So I would assume that not only do you get free shipping, but you would also get 2 of the free miniatures as well. Let's see if we can go back here and take a look at them. I'm not sure exactly which ones they are right now, and they do tend to change from time to time. So it's kind of one of those things that you just kind of gotta. Does this not scroll through? Oh yeah, I thought it did. So there's your free shipping on orders of 100 or more. And here is the current lineup. Now this does change, and she adds stuff and she takes stuff away. But look at all these cool miniatures that you can get your choice of. Like I said, if you buy 1 squad of these Desert Scorpions, you're gonna get 1 of these miniatures. If you buy 2, you get free shipping and 2 of these miniatures. Seems pretty good so far. And here they are in the flesh, so to speak. So this is how this stuff comes. A little baggy card about what it is, all the sprues and everything like that. Bunch of bubble wrap, big old box. Everything came fine. I don't think anything snapped off. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it came all mostly intact. I mean, when you're dealing with sprues like this, every now and then something from GW would come popped off too, so you get a little business card to
kind of how they look. Now, the cool thing about this is it's all mix and match. This is the 10-man squad, right? So, you know, you're going to get 2 sets of the heads, head torsos, and then 1 set of everything else, plus the special weapons. So here's everything laid out, and there was a couple of broken parts. Some of the canteens fell off the sprue here, not a big deal. One of the arm sets fell off, and unfortunately, one of the barrels fell off of an arm set as well. That happens a lot with my death core. It kind of sucks, but I suppose you could get around it a little bit by, like, you know, using that one as a special weapon, or like the sergeant or something. Sometimes when you get stuff, it's just about making it work for you, you know, because it's like, well, do I wait for replacement parts, or can I just kind of swap it out with something? And, you know, it's up to you. Customer service is always great. Victoria is usually pretty spot on, but, you know, stuff does take a little while to arrive. So special weapon, sprue right here, sergeant upgrade kind of type deal, some pointy fingers, little combat knife. I can't even tell what that is. What is that? Oh, a holstered pistol. I really like these backpacks with aerials. Here's the A and B of the torsos, and then the leg sets themselves are the same. So, you know, you can kind of set up with the arms and everything, a whole lot of different poses, kind of depending, and you do get a whole sprue of the arms that will hold those special weapons right there. So let's zoom in a little bit and kind of get a closer look at the detail on these guys before I show you some of the assembled versions of these miniatures. Extreme close-up view enabled, and here you can see the set of torsos looks very striking. Some of these have the masks or over their face there with some goggles action. I kind of personally prefer those. I don't like the open face sort of type deal, because, you know, it's like kind of sandy. I mean, Tallarns, well, Desert Scorpions, not Tallarns, whatever you want to call them, they're all inspired by the same thing. You know, the desert rats from World War II / Lawrence of Arabia, with, you know, a little bit of Mid-Eastern peoples. And I think, if I had to guess, you know, this all Rogue Trader era and Guard and everything kind of came out late 80s, early 90s. There's a lot of things going on with the guerrilla war being fought in Afghanistan against the Soviets. So I think, you know, in a lot of cases, that was probably the initial inspiration for the Tallarns. But they took, you know, they definitely took elements from different areas, and then, you know, there's even some Dune kind of wrapped in here a little bit too, I think, from the movie in the mid 80s as well. So these legs here look great, of course. I really like this was the one that broke off here, but unlike some of the other army faction that you can get from Victoria Miniatures, they don't always have the arms kind of sculpted together, which is a little bit of a pain in some cases, kind of like we used to do it back in the day, having to take the you know, the one, you'd have the pistol arm or the rifle arm, and then you'd have to take the other thing and line it up. We used to have to do that with Space Marines too, you know, for 40K, but I like how these are kind of sculpted together and ready to go, and some of them are a little bit different right here too. So we'll see how that plays out in the assembly. And then I do like the accessories, of course, like the backpacks with the little aerials on there, look pretty neat. You got optional little close combat dagger, scimitar thingies. I'm sure that has a technical term that escapes me at the moment, and canteens, because you always got to have canteens, right? But I really like this little more of a kind of like a bolter automatic rifle kind of style, not las gun sort of thing. You know, your traditional, something you would expect right here. Kind of, is this actually, that's copyrighted 2017. I swear these just came out. And then you've got this sprue. I wonder if this sprue, yeah, so okay, they just reused a couple of sprues, which makes more sense. I was like, I know these just came out. All right, so because I saw her sculpting them, all the updates. So there's your flamer. You've got some sort of grenade launcher type deal, sniper rifle, melt, I guess, and a plasma right there. So you've got enough to equip kind of a special weapon veteran squad if you really want to with these arms. Like I said, that was more what I was talking about with the grip, and then kind of the hold on the barrel area right there. So let's get a couple of these together to kind of get an idea of what they look like and compare them to some of the other miniatures out there you might be a little bit more familiar with. So here's the first mini we have assembled, and you can see what I was talking about with the holding the grip and then the forward grip right there. So looks great with the gear. Got the backpack with the aerial, close combat weapon, and a canteen. And then this, I think we chose the flamer. So the flamer option, boom, that's how it goes together right there. Whoops. So you have to kind of cut off the back, grip of the weapon, and then it's going to actually stick onto there. So you can either do it with the little flamer right there, and I kind of like how the little canister sticks off to the right. Now this one we didn't clip all these off, but you kind of get the idea of how that would work. Like there is the sniper rifle. Now this one probably needs a little bit of heat to kind of straighten out, and the plasma right here, kind of get a better idea for that. And you can do the whole squad if you want to. And something I didn't notice either, the grenade launcher comes with a couple of extra rounds that you can put on the model's belt too, which is kind of neat. And then there's a grenade launcher. Oops. There's a grenade launcher as well, which is really neat. Definitely looks very similar to what we have today. So moving on, we've got a standard trooper right here, just with the las gun and a bayonet. And this guy looks great. You know, I kind of take back what I said about having that facial covering, because this guy just looks like straight gangster, about ready to like come over a dune and I don't know, straight stab somebody or start blasting fools. But very cool with all the equipment on the back. Very, very striking, of course. And then we've got the sergeant, which I guess you can just kind of pick any one of the models. You know, if you put the las gun right here, he would look really cool, just kind of yelling as he's blasting fools. But this one definitely works well with the pointing pose and the squad heavy bolter back there. I really like that sight. That's pretty cool. Like that one right there. So this obviously very striking with the canteen on the ground. Yeah, I guess you could put it right there, but I guess we just chose to put it on the ground right there. But very, very cool stuff. So, you know, overall, I think that these miniatures look great. They'll definitely paint up well, as you can see by the painted example, and you saw all the squad there on Victoria Miniatures website. So thank you very much to Victoria for sending these over for us to take a look at, review, and promote for her. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully we'll have a few more from Victoria Minis. I think we're running out of stuff to show you from her line. We've pretty much covered quite a bit of it at this point, so it's been great. Can't say enough good things about all the stuff she has going on over there, so make sure you check it out, victoriaminiatures.com, and subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.